Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of What's New with Nadine, and today we're going to discuss 3 tips that I think you can start implementing today to start looking and feeling more youthful. So welcome to my channel. On my channel I try to discuss and share ideas that I practice that help me feel more youthful, and I would like to share them with you. So I want to begin this episode with discussing when I was raised. My mom taught me to always put my best foot forward, and some simple grooming was expected, right? For those of you in your 50s, I'm in my 50s, or of course older, it was common practice for your mom, and especially your grandmother, to leave the house always. They would covet their hats, their gloves, a beautiful car coat or winter coat. And you know, back then they wore pearls, but they took a lot of pride in how they looked. I feel I exemplify that here in my family. I try to impart that on my daughter successfully. I'm always proud that she values the same thing, and that style can define us. And so I do think there are things that we're doing, 3 of them, that are actually aging us. And so if we reverse that, I think you could start feeling a lot younger starting today. So I do have on my board here everything that I intend on talking about, because it is my goal for 2020 to make my videos much shorter. And so by doing that, I have to keep on task. And so I have a poster set up here on my easel. So pardon my glancing. Okay, so number 1, our hair. I think it's it makes our first impression when someone meets us. When you're shopping, you're, working, the very first thing that grants that lasting impression, I think, is our hair. People say it's the eyes, but I disagree. So evaluate your hair. I think the first thing that can age you quite quickly is the dreaded gray line, white line, lighter hair line, whatever your natural color is, and it's peeking through. I just had my hair done on Friday. Otherwise, I would lift all of my hair and show you that, like on Thursday or Friday morning, I had gray. In fact, we did shoot an episode. Stay tuned for that. We did discuss that, in fact, my grays have become even more stubborn lately, probably part of hormones and aging, and so we had to reformulate the products that we're using at the salon. Anyways, so we had to do 2 rounds on Friday. And so I want to discuss, nothing will age you faster than gray hair. Now, if you want to grow out your hair and go gray, that's another story. The process and the transition to doing that can be quite long, and consult your hairstylist for advice on how to create a beautiful look during that process. But otherwise, cover your gray, okay? I share that I go and get my roots done every 5 weeks. Usually around week 4, it's all peeking out. I've shown this in other videos. I am not brand specific. I use a root spray. After I blow dry my hair and curl and iron, I go through and I spray very quickly. It's paint. It's probably not healthy. And I put this to cover the roots. I just think as we get older too, we tend to drastically change our hair color from our natural color. Personally, I find that sometimes that can be even more aging. Consult your girlfriend, consult your hairdresser, pick a color that you think is flattering, sample it. 1 color root to end, do a biology. I have the videos on my channel. Cezanne and keratin will give your hair, I do keratin, I do Cezanne. I have that video on my website and on my channel that it's a very non-damaging, smoothing process. It leaves your hair silky and shiny. Go on YouTube, go on Google, go on Pinterest, search out homemade hair masks. Here's my coconut oil. I have several in my bathroom. You can apply this with some gloves, add an egg yolk, oatmeal. I mean, there's several recipes that you can search quite quickly and do your own hair mask. You know, I used to experiment with box color at home. I no longer do that because my grays won't allow it. There's nothing worse than choosing a color, putting it on, and discovering that it doesn't cover your baby fine hair, your most natural hair up on the top. And so you end up with a two-tone. That's when you need to go to the salon. And I know that's an investment. Research trade schools in your area if money is an issue, and consult the school that they have, you know, beautician classes. We have several trade schools in this area, and you can go, and of course they're supervised by experienced staff and cosmetologists, and have them do your root color. You'll be so much happier. And you can in fact go to the actual hairdressing schools, cosmetology class schools. Call them, and they offer certain days where the public comes in and gives the students an opportunity to experiment. You know, much less, you know, price than going to a traditional salon. Invest in your hair, ladies. It's the very first thing you see in the morning yourself. And I think it pays a dividend when you keep it healthy. Get regular cuts. I cut my own hair, I trim it. I think it keeps the frayed ends at bay and the frizziness, and I think overall the lack of moisture can age us. And here's just, you know, when you do box color, they always have that great conditioner in the box. You can buy it. Go to Sally's, go you know, to Ulta, research it, go on Amazon. I'm sure it's on here. This is a revitalization conditioner. I don't spend a lot of money, so I can't imagine this being more than $4 or $5. And what I discovered lately in the late fall, based on a Today Show recommendation, is this. This is called Pantene Rescue Shots. There's 3 of them. That's what they look like. Nothing's left. You just take it out, follow the instructions. You do it all in the shower. It's just a conditioner. You put it in, you run it through at the end. Stand in the shower, shave your legs, whatever. And it's a boost of not color, but vibrancy. I really recommend this. Okay, so I'm gonna move right along. Number 2 is makeup. Okay, so you're saying, of course, Nadine, makeup, because you have a full face of makeup. I like makeup. Okay, I do think that we get to a certain age where we can no longer. Now, I'm not talking about running to the store, going to the gym. I rarely put on a full set of makeup for any of those. I'm talking about going out for dinner, going to your daughter's or your son's for dinner, going to a pizzeria, going to the movies. I'm just talking about casual dates or nights that you're out and you're not wearing any makeup. It ages us, specifically here, where we often, when we're in our 50s or late 40s, have uneven skin tones. For me, it's ruddiness and redness. We have age spots. I have them. I'm researching right now about laser treatments. Stay tuned. I think that it's important, if you even out your skin tone, that it will be a much more attractive look. I think you'll be happier when you look in the mirror. Now, for those of you who don't like a full set of makeup, like I have my foundation, I wanted to show you that in the summer and often on the weekends, I go old school, bare minerals. I have the Mineral Veil, the traditional golden tan. This is their new version, Blemish Ready. It's a very light powder. Now, I highly recommend this. Invest in a brand that you like. The benefit of this mineral foundation, for those of you that don't want liquid foundation, is you tap, 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 swirl it around, tap it in the sink, and just stroke. Just 10-20 seconds. It will completely even out your skin tone. It's as if you put concealer or foundation. You can dab a little concealer in the areas that are still blotchy, and you're out the door. And you didn't invest a lot of time. You can add a little blush, or our mothers used to call it rouge. You can add a little rouge. I'm not suggesting putting on makeup. I'm just talking about the bare minimum to make our skin tone look a little bit more youthful, a little more glowy. All of that makes you feel a little bit more confident. That's how I feel. Number 2 for makeup, our eyebrows. Now, we all remember Brooke Shields back in the day was first celebrated for her eyebrows, then criticized for her eyebrows. But we know, ladies, that the eyebrows define our face and our eyes, and that as we age, they start to lose their pigmentation. They go wonky. One eyebrow, for example, with me is bushier than the other. So, and it's graying. I didn't bring it with me because I didn't bring it here in the office. I use a Maybelline little wand, and it looks like eyeshadow, but it's more waxy. And I put it on. It takes about 5 seconds each brow to complete the brow, to define the brow. And I think if you do that, you will see a huge difference. I mean, it packs a punch if you have your skin evened out and your eyebrows. And finally, your lips. Old school Vaseline petroleum jelly. Now, you thought I was going to say invest in a beautiful color of lipstick. Well, not everybody wants makeup, and I understand that. But we have to moisturize our lips. We have to exfoliate our lips. You can use a little sugar, a little coconut oil, make a paste, go on Pinterest. I love Pinterest because you could do something and in seconds it gives you a plethora of homemade examples. I mean, nothing feels better than Vaseline on your lips. Burt's Bees, what a great product line. It has, I'm sure, no parabens, no dyes. I mean, it's just a great line. And they have their version of the chapstick, and of course, it has, some pink tones, some red tones, if you're looking to give a little color to your lip without investing in a lipstick. But again, if you exfoliate your lips, that'll pay you a dividend. If you don't want to wear lipstick, put on a little Vaseline, put a little on your hands, and you will feel, I think, more confident, more youthful. Hands, feet. I've used this in another video, corn huskers. Do your own research. There are a lot of medical grade brands. There are a lot of very expensive brands. You can go down any CVS or Walgreens aisle for hand and skin. Look, our hands age us. There's nothing more frustrating than when you see your hands next to a young person's hands and you notice you've been neglecting your hands. So use some corn huskers. When you put your skincare regimen on morning and night, apply it to your hands, apply it to your neck, and most certainly, I put this corn huskers on my feet. I put my socks on at night. The corn huskers evaporates in about, I don't know, a minute and a half. It goes quite quickly. But there are a lot of brands that you can do, but don't neglect your hands and don't neglect your feet. Pedicures, I think, aren't enough. I think we have to exfoliate, dry brushing. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do to keep that callous, hard, cracked feet at bay. And if you go on YouTube, there are several women that share successes with products, both home, not really homemade, but things that you can do within your home. And then, of course, treatments that you can have done, professional treatments. So along that line of makeup, nothing will age you more than tanning your face. We didn't know this, ladies, when we were younger. It is what it is. And so now we are dealing with the collateral damage. So I don't tan my face. I run outside in the summer. I tan a lot in the summer. I never tan my face. Sunscreen is your best friend. So this product, I've shown it before, Neutrogena Micro Mist. Spray it on, ladies. Get that fake tan going, get that fake bake going. My recommendation, don't tan. I mean, I put sunscreen on and I lay in the sun. I mean, I don't get a shade darker. I just like the sun on my body, but I really try hard not to get sun damage. And then here's another product, Jergens. This is a tan extender. I wear this after that product there. And, you know, Joan London's mother, I always say that, used to say in her book years ago, tan fat looks better than white fat. She's right, but we can't tan anymore. We all know the reasons why. Okay, so, excuse me, the last tip I have today is style. And you know that's where my passion is. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time or a tutorial on how to dress more youthful, because I think that's a video in and of itself. So I wanted to share with you that if you haven't done an inventory in your closet in a very long time, I'm talking about a couple years, then it's time. It's time. Now, I am certainly not suggesting buying any items that are trendy, because they are temperamental, they are short-lived, they can be expensive, and so I'm not suggesting that. I'm just suggesting that you reevaluate maybe your look. Again, go on Pinterest, type in styles for women over 40, under 40, over 50. Find someone that you admire. I always say for me it's Yolanda Hadid. I search her all the time and I get great ideas. I have my whole channel is dedicated to looking great for less, and so I have a lot of videos on how I shop pre-loved items. I go to consignment store. I love Poshmark, but I wanted to wear this scarf today. A very good friend of mine bought it for me. I love it. This teal turquoise colors, when I had my chart done years ago, was said to be complementary for my skin tone. Do you know what is complementary to your skin tone? If you're struggling with your fashion, dress monochromatically. I think that's the first way to look more youthful. Lately, I've been wearing navy. I had never invested in navy before, and I've been wearing this one outfit. I wear outfits to death, by the way. Head to toe, navy pair of jeans, navy sweater with a bell sleeve, which I love. It's flattering. Great scarves. Invest in some chunk earrings, you know, bracelets. You know, shop a charity shop or a hospital charity shop, for lack of a better word. I know 2 hospitals nearby have boutiques like that. You can find some great items. Chunky jewelry. I haven't eaten yet. I'm an intermittent faster. I think it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I think my body's starting to react. It needs its first cup of coffee and my lunch. Anyways, and so I wanted to remind you that if you look in the mirror once you get dressed and you're happy, whether you like to wear bright colors, whether you like the monochromatic, I don't want to offer too many suggestions on what to buy. I have other videos on that, but it will aid you if you are not putting the extra 5 minutes into what you're going to wear. Again, I'm not talking grocery store, errands, the library. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about going out on a Friday or Saturday night. If you are not happy with what you're wearing, the reflection in that mirror will affect your confidence overall. I believe that wholeheartedly, that if your hair looks good, where did the expression come, a great hair day makes for a great day? There's a reason to that. There is support behind that feeling that when your hair looks good, look out world, here I come. Invest in a little pair of black boots. I was putting on several outfits today because I am adding a blog post to my channel that you can search like an outfit of the week. I'm trying to give ideas, and so I want to show today I have on a leather skirt. Yes, ladies, we can wear leather. It comes to my knees. I don't know if you can see it. It comes to my knees. And then I have black leggings that I bought at Target for like, I don't know, $5 or something. They're opaque, so you don't see anything. So dress to mask or camouflage your weaknesses, emphasize your positives. Find a style that works for you. Invest the extra 10 minutes. Plan it out in the morning so when the nighttime comes, you are ready. And so before we end this episode, I wanted to show you that I bought some scarves on Amazon, and I just want you to see the packaging. I chose not to open this as much as I wanted to use it because I just couldn't get over the packaging. I'll link them below. They were both, I don't know, I think $10, $12. They are Gucci inspired. They're not knockoffs, but we are planning a little vacation, and so I was just looking around for some ideas. A scarf will definitely make you feel brighter, a little spring in your step. It adds a little style to what is otherwise a very simple outfit. Look at this. This is pink. It has the cheetah pattern. I just love it. When you have silk up against, I mean, obviously it's not real silk, but when you have this up against your skin, it's so flattering. I think it adds brightness. It's so versatile, this color, right? I mean, gorgeous. I always think of the stewardesses. I think when you go on an airplane and they have their scarves tied so on point, it looks so wonderful. And here's the second one. It was a little lackluster in the packaging, but nevertheless, these are inexpensive pieces. You know, if you're wearing all black or whatever color, ivory, tan, red, this wouldn't match. But if you tie this on your handbag, just tie it on your handbag. I mean, look at it. You could put it in your hair like our moms used to do. And the second one, I'll show you really quick. Look at this. Gorgeous. This is a faux version of that Gucci trademark look. It's brown, red, and green. These are colors I rarely wear, so I wanted to push myself and get something that I can work with and add some more color to my wardrobe. Anyways, it doesn't match, but I wanted to show you that, you know, you can find scarves, beautiful scarves in all price ranges. I mean, this is just beautiful. Okay, so I wanted to keep this video short. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe down below. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time I have a new video. And I just want to say thanks again for watching this episode of What's New with Nadine. And I hope if you have a few extra moments today, implement a couple of my suggestions. It will pay a dividend and you will feel more youthful. Great. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.